Welcome back to the ongoing refit of this 50-year-old catamaran which we bought about 5 or 6 months ago for, well, £11,000. Some people have called it a wreck and I'm not surprised why, to be honest. It's posed quite a lot of problems and as far as we know it's not been in the water for 6 or 7 years, so it's going to be very interesting to see this thing floating very soon this summer. Enjoy the refit. We have lots of good progress this week.
Hola!
And here we are, reciprocating saw blade set. We have 10 pieces for metal. Do you think it'll be enough?
Well, we'll
for the
see.
tank?
Made in a fantastic country.
Which is called RPC.
PRC.
No, the French is RPC.
Oh really? Republic People Chinois.
Yeah. Nice.
New saw attached. Time to continue with the tank.
That is so fast.
This thing's a beast. The difficult thing is the angle, so it's very close to the fibre, well, to the deck. So I might be able to, because it's quite a big tool, it's a bit clumsy, but yeah, it slices through very quickly. About 2 hours, or an hour and a half. I've gone through 4 saw blades. My idea is to cut it all the way that way and hopefully get just the top off. Then hopefully that'll slide out and then I can cut it while it's slid out. I might need to cut this piece of wood here. The angle to cut the top like this is very difficult with both the grinder and this saw, and this is obviously difficult because it's close to the fiberglass, so hopefully I can slide that out. It's not easy.
This morning, Mark started from this side and now it's almost through. Wow, good job.
Cheers, yes. It's been an actual workout.
Yeah, there's so many cuts on his back and chest and arm. It's so fun that we have all these different compartments. You are the light on the end of the tunnel. Back to business. So there's only this much of lines to go through on that side and a little bit on this side. So I actually think you could finish this job today. Is it too short? 加油加油. We're almost there. Conclusion for today's 8-hour tank cutting job. Collateral damages and pieces. Ooh.
So I feel like I went 10 rounds with Mike Tyson after that tank yesterday. We didn't finish it. I went through all 10 metal blades and the wood blades were just bluntening, is that a correct word? Very quickly and practically useless. So we're waiting on some new blades to finish that tank job. And another thing, I was a little bit set back with that injector. However, I just decided to buy a new rebuilt injector, and that's coming from the UK along with a thermostat for the engine. So I spent 100 and something euros on new nozzles and basically refurbished those injectors for one to break, and then I bought a new injector for 50. But I spent 150 getting them pressure tested as well. So really what I should have done is just bought 4 refurbished injectors. If the price of getting those pop tested and all that good stuff wasn't 150 euros, then for sure it would be worth it. But spending a lot of money on the engine now. I'm not sure how much money we've spent on it altogether, but it's racking up now. However, it is much cheaper than a refurbished engine or putting in anything else. Putting in an outboard, it just would be so much more expensive, so I'm happy. I've also learned so much about engines, injectors and all that stuff. Anyway, enough waffling. I am tired today, so just a little bit of work. I'm going to put the first coat of epoxy primer on these skegs and rudders. And this is the one that I'll use, which
is, well, you can see primary epoxy. I bought it from the shop down the road, 25 euros. It's the cheaper option. A lot of people use International, the green stuff, which is maybe 3 times the price of this. I read the label carefully and it does say osmosis protection, and I also checked with our good friend Justin as well, and he said it will be good. It suggests 2 coats, but I want to go overkill and do 3. I cleaned, double cleaned, brushed and double cleaned with acetone, both skegs and rudders. And it's very thick. Damn. This is more like gel coat. Wow, snaps the little tool. How about that? Very accurate and clean, no wastage. I call this the Mariner's Delight. Incredibly toxic, gets you pissed, faster than you can say. Epoxy prime my rudders and skegs, please. I'm finding this stuff quite difficult. It's very thick and it doesn't, kind of swipes off as I brush it on. So it's a really difficult paint to work with. It's very thick. I think really what I should be doing is just mixing the whole thing, because I've only partially finished this and the tub's quite small, so it would make sense just to tip all that into there, which I'm pretty sure is what it's intended for. So I'm going to do that now and hopefully get both done. I'll obviously have to buy some more of this Premier epoxy. There was me thinking I could get 2 or 3 coats out of this stuff. Ridiculous. So they're just about complete. 1 coat. We need to buy 2 more tins of paint. 2 more tins, that's another 50 euros down the drain. Not down the drain, it's money well spent. So, new primer bought. Oy, there goes my acetone. Time for another coat.
Now is satisfaction time. So listen to majority of people's opinion, as us communists always do. I'm gonna put a 2nd coat on the door. I already finished sanding and taping and wiping. Now I'm gonna deliver the result.
So we've had a really nice delivery. Thank you so much to the wish listers. We got hose clamps so I can get that starboard bedroom all sorted. Metal cutting blades for the the saw so I can get the tank sorted. 2 filters for the hydraulic so I can get the filter changed, and a new sander because our old one was at its end. And another thing, one that we got ourselves, a refurbished injector that was about £55 without tax and without delivery, and this is the special tool to screw down the injector or the pre-combustion chambers to hopefully stop leaks. Hopefully that'll do it. That was £65. It is the official Mercedes part, and it is very, very, very difficult to find. Basically it's a castellated nut screwer. Lots more progress can be made over the coming days. So we have double clips on the seacock, going to double clips on the filter.
Nice.
It's just too heavy, so I don't think we'll be able to just pull it out. Because I was pulling out the the sheets that I'd already cut off, and it was really heavy. So
we might need more people help.
yeah, or more cutting. So it's not over yet.
What is it? How does it feel?
It's very prickly and very stingy. I don't know.
Is it like
But
fiberglass?
I just get a big,
Ooh,
just get a
you can
rash
see. Yeah.
as soon as I go in there.
Yeah. Is it allergic to metal maybe?
Might be a fiber. I don't know. An allergy that I've developed because for being exposed from it to it.
What are you doing now?
Trying to separate. I don't know. It might come actually.
Yeah.
I need to pull.
And I'll
If
push.
you can push, please.
Okay.
So I've cut out a piece here, but before you go crazy, don't worry, it'll be replaced. I know I always say this, but it doesn't look very structural. The reason why I don't think it looks very structural up here anyway is that this is only a tiny bit of tabbing. However, it may help with compression from this part of the deck, so I'm sure when I put that wood back in, it will fit in nicely, and we'll glass over it or epoxy sand and fill and all that good stuff. Should be okay. Now I should be able to pull out this tank a bit more.
It's
So
like
heavy.
like a puzzle. Oh, nice.
We're halfway there.
Good job, baby. Did you cut your leg?
It's just a scratch.
Are you sure?
It's but a flesh wound.
Watch out for your leg. And whoever said this tank is reusable, they can come here and clean it.
There'll still be people saying we can weld it back together and still use it.
Maybe you can just drop it down. Let go.
So I can loosen it,
Oh, nice.
but I can't pull it. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sorry, Bob.
That's it.
This might fall down.
Are you gonna take the whole thing out?
I don't know.
Is it working? Just imagine the extra space and no more crappy, dusty and smelly stuff in the boat anymore.
Yeah, we have like a 3 by 2 meter space now.
Wow. Alright, off we go with the other.
Piece.
The last piece in one shot.
Such a nice door.
Huh?
A nice door.
Oh, thank you. I haven't shown it yet. Thank you everyone for encouraging me to do the second coat. They actually look really good.
These fire blankets have been super useful for catching sparks, but also for leaning on whilst inside the tank, because there's just layers of sludge. This is not the worst bit. I might show you the worst bit later, but it's just sludgy. On the corners it's really bad. How many comments do you think we'll receive about my yellow flip-flops while doing this job? I'm sure it's gonna annoy some people.
Yeah. 慢点，慢点，慢点，慢点，慢点，慢点。Oh my goodness. Wow, it's a giant tank. Goodbye.
I have to say, I'm so happy that my technique worked of cutting it long ways and sliding it out.
Yeah, it's true.
How about
Otherwise, it's so much more cutting.
Exactly.
What do you have to say? You're the winner of the cutting tank Oscar.
Thanks to Justin for helping us with the gloves and the discs. Thanks to Andy from Sailing Melody for the discs also.
And thanks for the anonymous.
And yeah, thanks for the reciprocating saw and saw blades.
Yeah.
We couldn't have done this just by ourselves. It would have taken much, much longer than it already has, so thank you.
Yeah.
You're going to be thanking that Hoover in a second, that vacuum cleaner, for hoovering up all that crap.
Don't
Wanna
worry.
have a look at the aftermath?
Don't worry. I will clean it up. That's an easy peasy cake. Oh yeah. That's a job.
The aftermath. Oh no, that's our new pipe storage place. Wow, but look at this, baby.
Yeah.
That is like a space for another bedroom. Oi. And good access to those bolts.
For everyone who was concerned of our gas, thank you very much. And we are changing it to the proper gas graded tape. And the pipe, it's gas, it's for gas, and Mark bought it from the shop. So don't worry about us, and we'll be really cautious, and I've got the gas alarm as well.
Time for a bubble test. Soapy water, and I'll paint it on and see if it bubbles around the fittings. We did it before with the last one and it was okay, but
I think it's alright. What about this one?
this is so tight, there's no way that could leak.
What about that one? We're just making triple sure.
So we got a shipment yesterday, wire 6mm for the mizzen, also this for the cracked one, replacement cones for the Norseman terminals that we have everywhere, and one end terminal which I will put on at some stage over the next couple of days. First, there are other things that need doing with the rigging.
First of all, I need to learn exactly how to go up the mast. So Chris is going to come today and he's going to show us, because he actually gave us a climbing harness and a bosun's chair, 2 spares that he had. So thanks, Chris. Hopefully you'll be coming soon and we can go up the mast. And lots of things to do. Let me explain. So I need to retrieve one rope. This is for the jib or for one of the foresails. I can't remember. But it's basically stuck up there and I need to pull it out. This topping lift as well is wrapped around the top, so I need to unwrap that. I also need to check all the end terminals on the standing rigging and basically tidy and clean everything up. I have my main halyard ready. I'm not sure how good quality it is, but I think it's okay. I also have a safety rope of a larger diameter too, but we'll see what Chris says. And I've just been tidying up the rigging a lot. The what they call jack stays, or the lazy jacks, they're in a bit of a state. But the standing rigging on the main looks good. I know I've said it before. It's the mizzen stuff that I'm more worried about.
This stuff's all super oversized, which I like. These are the terminals which those cones go inside.
So this little, what do you call it, threaded bar and this turnbuckle are seized together basically. I cannot get them free. I need to release it so I can change it. And I've tried everything. In fact, this is full of WD-40 here, but I'm gonna just heat it to hopefully blast some of that rust, and then I'll give it another try. So the WD-40 is boiling in there. I hope it's not on fire. That's been sitting there for weeks now. Aha, we have movement. Nice. It's finally free.
Is it cracked before?
Yeah. I'll show you the crack.
Okay. Is the mask gonna fall off?
So, oh, maybe, wait, oh, that's the WD-40 from weeks ago. So, the crack, or cracks, it's quite difficult to see because it's rusty. But it's here.
I can see.
And it cracked when I was trying to take it off. New pin. And there we go. We have a replaced thing.
Nice.
How about that?
Nice. Mark is going up to the mast and Chris is helping him.
I've never used this one. So,
Looks very
Tell you
comfortable.
what, that's great, that
Yeah.
tool.
let's
Yeah.
just make sure that get this. Can I sit in it now? Does that work?
Yeah, I'm going to do a few tests.
So you have to tail the winch.
Ah, okay.
Okay, Mark.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay. Should we go again? Go again. Okay, you ready?
So I need to get this one down. So this is a video of the fittings, no cracks. It's nice to see.
You can take close-ups of the ends
ends of the spreaders, all good.
Yeah. Push. Whoa, so easy.
Yeah, I'm standing on the spreaders.
Ah, alright. Push.
Okay. Oh, stop.
Okay.
So we have 2 mast steps. Clinging on for dear life. Old Raymarine spinning around nicely. I nearly left the camera up here.
Tell me when you're ready, Mark.
Okay, I'm ready.
That one you can probably.
Like almost just let it go free.
This has got all his weight on it, so I'm just letting it go like that.
Well, that was, I think I was calm on the outside, scared on the inside. But everything's good, all the standing rigging looks in really good condition.
Perfect.
No like excessive rust, not
Nice.
much rust at all,
Nice.
just normal stuff.
Nice.
So I'm confident in that.
Cool. Thanks,
Thanks,
Chris, for your hard winching
Yeah. Do you
and your
think-
knowledge.
Yeah. Do you think you'll be able to do it on your own? I don't know.
To go up to the mast, to winch you. Yeah. I mean, you will have to give me another brief, but I know the safety.
Yeah. These
Procedures
locks
now.
are really good.
Yeah.
And you can always, if everything fails,
Probably need a little
Yeah.
bit of cleaning and servicing,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
oil and stuff. So.
Yeah. Now we're going up to the mizzen mast.
Well, I like the technical terminology.
This should be piece of cake, no?
I don't really feel very prepared. I feel like we might be missing something.
Alright. Up. Up.
Push
Are
it.
you upping? Up. Up.
Mark, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go on. You control it, yeah. That's it, yeah. Perfect.
The battery has run out on the way down. How was the mizzen?
Good. It's not in as good condition as the main, so I won't be using it with a full sail in any big winds, but as a bit of a stabilisation kind of thing, it's okay.
Cool.
And we're changing a lot of the rigging anyway, so we'll have to go back up soon. Yeah, you'll be up next time. I think.
Alright, I don't mind.
Yeah. Thank you so much to everyone who's been to our wish list. You guys have made this week's episode much easier, and also you guys who've been to our Coffee and PayPal. You're making everything so much easier. We can't thank you enough. And thanks for bearing with us over the last couple of videos. We've had 2 sponsorships from companies that we both enjoy, and we've both enjoyed the products. Quite a few people thought that we've become a commercial channel, that we've sold out, and well, that's understandable, but it all helps for the refit, and it helps for the bows, and it helps for, well, our future really. And check out our community post, because well, we're not quite sure what's happening in that department, but most of all, thank you all for just watching and liking the videos and giving us advice and supporting us in every single way. So until next week, see you later.